In the year 2024, several nations stand out as global giants, including China, the United States of America, France, Germany, and the United Kingdom. These countries possess the largest economies, the highest standard of living, top-notch healthcare systems, and impressive infrastructures, among other notable attributes. Within Africa, Nigeria has often been hailed as the giant of the continent due to its substantial population and economy. With over 200 million people and a nominal GDP surpassing $504 billion, Nigeria holds the title of Africa's most populous nation and largest economy, justifying the moniker Giant of Africa. Yet, if we adopt a broader perspective and examine Nigeria from a bird's-eye view, can we truly consider it a giant in every sense of the word? The term giant is typically associated with success. Therefore, is Nigeria the most successful country in Africa? When we speak of successful nations, we refer to countries that have developed functioning systems. Factors such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, security, and a high standard of living contribute to a country's desirability. Can Nigeria confidently claim to possess these attributes? Unfortunately, the answer is likely negative. Upon observing countries worldwide, we realize that the most successful nations are not always the most populous. Scandinavian countries, for instance, are not the most densely populated nations in Europe, nor do they boast the largest economies. Nevertheless, these countries rank among the most prosperous in the world. Returning to Africa, it becomes apparent that South Africa is the only nation that comes close to meeting the criteria of a successful country on the continent, at least according to African standards. Therefore, if we are to identify the true giant of Africa, it would be South Africa. Before we proceed, let us examine a few statistics that substantiate the claim that South Africa holds the distinguished position as Africa's preeminent powerhouse. In the year 2024, South Africa emerges as a breathtakingly beautiful country. With a population exceeding 60 million people spread across a vast land area of 1.2 million square kilometers, it stands as the 9th largest nation in Africa by land size and the 6th most populous country on the continent. While South Africa ranks 3rd in terms of GDP, it boasts a significantly higher GDP per capita compared to Nigeria, nearly 3 times as much at $6,500. When it comes to development, South Africa takes the lead, standing as the most developed country in Africa with a Human Development Index of 0.7, on par with Brazil. South Africa possesses the 3rd most influential passport in Africa, the 9th strongest currency, and the 2nd most potent military on the continent. In contrast, Nigeria, currently regarded as the giant of Africa, lags in terms of Human Development Index, passport strength, currency stability, ranking at 30th, and military might, coming in 4th. Both countries boast vibrant entertainment industries, hosting prominent music and film festivals. South Africa boasts exceptional airports and airlines, and it remains the only African nation to have ever hosted a FIFA World Cup. Statistics reveal that more Nigerians choose to relocate to South Africa for new opportunities, indicating South Africa's status as the true giant of Africa. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and enable notifications to stay updated with our videos. Now, let's delve into South Africa's economy. South Africa boasts a mixed economy, ranking as the 3rd largest in Africa after Nigeria and Egypt. In 2015, a significant portion of the country's wealth, 71%, was concentrated in the hands of the top 10% of the population, while the remaining 60% held a mere 7% of the wealth. South Africa's principal trading partners extend beyond African countries and include Germany, the United States, China, Japan, the United Kingdom, and Spain. According to the 2020 Financial Secrecy Index, South Africa is ranked as the 58th safest tax haven globally. The agricultural industry contributes approximately 10% of formal employment. which is relatively lower compared to other regions of Africa. The official national marketing agency of the South African government, known as South African Tourism, endeavors to promote tourism within the country both domestically and globally. South Africa offers an array of options to both local and international tourists, including stunning natural landscapes, wildlife reserves, a rich cultural heritage, and renowned wines, among other attractions. South Africa boasts a multitude of captivating destinations, including renowned national parks like the expansive Kruger National Park in the northern region, the stunning coastlines and beaches of the KwaZulu-Natal and Western Cape provinces, as well as vibrant cities such as Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Durban. According to the most recent tourism and migration survey conducted in South Africa, nearly 3.5 million travelers entered the country through its ports of entry in August 2017. Among the top 5 overseas countries contributing the highest number of tourists to South Africa were the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, the Netherlands, and France. The education system in South Africa follows a 3-tier structure, starting with primary school, followed by high school, and culminating in tertiary education through academic universities and universities of technology. Learners typically undergo 12 years of formal schooling, spanning from grades 1 to 12. The educational journey begins with a pre-primary foundation year known as Grade R or Grade 0, followed by 7 years in primary school and an additional 5 years in high school. South Africa is home to 23 public universities, which include 11 traditional universities, 6 universities of technology, and 6 comprehensive universities. Several of these universities are regarded as some of the finest on the African continent. With state-of-the-art healthcare facilities scattered across various South African cities, the country possesses one of the most exceptional healthcare systems in Africa. Ongoing efforts are being made to further enhance the healthcare system. Healthcare spending in South Africa amounts to approximately 9% of GDP. The majority of the population, around 84%, relies on the public healthcare system, while approximately 20% utilize private healthcare services. Only 16% of the population is covered by medical aid schemes. South Africa stands tall when it comes to infrastructure. The country boasts magnificent buildings and well-maintained roads, with Cape Town even earning the prestigious title of the most beautiful city in the world at one point. The extensive road network in South Africa spans an impressive 750,000 kilometers, making it the largest road network in Africa and the 10th largest globally. According to the South African National Roads Agency Limited, SANRAL, the road network's value exceeds 2.1 trillion rand. Moreover, South Africa possesses over 12 million motor vehicles, with an average density of 16 motor vehicles per kilometer, and is home to some of the top 10 airports in Africa. The National Defence Forces of South Africa encompass the South African Army, the South African Air Force, the South African Navy, and the South African Military Health Service. South Africa's military strength is highly regarded on a global scale. According to Global Firepower, it ranks 33rd out of 145 nations, making it one of the strongest in Africa. Notably, South Africa stands out as the sole African country, and one of the few worldwide, capable of producing advanced military equipment like attack helicopters, armored fighting vehicles, infantry weapons, missiles, and UAVs. This puts it on par with major players such as the USA, Germany, Russia, and China, granting South Africa a significant advantage in the military realm. South Africa's unique history also includes its previous development of nuclear weapons. In the 1970s, the country pursued a nuclear weapons program due to perceived threats, particularly from Soviet expansionism. However, South Africa stands as the first nation, later followed by Ukraine, to willingly abandon its nuclear capabilities. In 1991, South Africa signed the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, renouncing and dismantling its nuclear program. The country has made significant contributions in various fields. In terms of innovation, South Africa climbed in the Global Innovation Index, ranking 61st in 2021. Notable achievements include the first human-to-human heart transplant performed by cardiac surgeon Christiaan Barnard and advancements in medical research by Max Steyler, Alan Meckel, and Aaron Klug, who were recognized with Nobel Prizes for their contributions. South Africa acknowledges the need to transition its economy towards a greater reliance on high technology. Recognizing the challenges posed by manufacturing competition from Far Eastern economies and finite mineral resources, the government aims to foster a technology-driven economy. The country has also made strides in astronomy, hosting the Southern African Large Telescope, the largest optical telescope in the Southern Hemisphere, and currently constructing the Karoo Array Telescope as a precursor to the ambitious €1.5 billion square kilometer array project. The phrase "the giant of Africa" is often used to describe Nigeria due to its large population and economy. However, it's important to note that both South Africa and Nigeria have significant regional influence and play crucial roles in Africa's political, economic, and cultural landscape. South Africa has the second largest economy on the continent, after Nigeria, with a more diversified economy with robust sectors such as finance, manufacturing, mining, and tourism. South Africa is home to major corporations and stock exchanges, and its financial institutions have a strong regional presence. South Africa has a well-developed infrastructure, including modern road networks, airports, and ports. South Africa has been an influential player on the international stage. It is a member of the G20, BRICS, a group of emerging economies, and the African Union. The country has hosted major international events such as the 2010 FIFA World Cup, demonstrating its ability to attract global attention and showcase its capabilities. However, it's important to recognize that Nigeria has its strengths and is a major player in Africa. It has the largest population on the continent, abundant natural resources, particularly in oil, and a thriving entrepreneurial spirit. Nigeria's economy, political influence, and cultural exports also contribute to its significance in Africa and beyond. Ultimately, the notion of which country is the giant of Africa can vary depending on the criteria used and the context of the discussion. Both South Africa and Nigeria have unique attributes that contribute to their prominence and influence in the region. While South Africa is still classified as a developing country, it has made significant progress and can be considered the true giant of Africa. The nation continues to strive for growth and development. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends.